Hey guys, it is Denver. I'm back with part 2 of the 2020 Sketchbook Tour. So, last time I introduced you to some of my OCs, and I got one wrong. I got her name confused with her sister's. This is actually Layla. Kayla is her younger sister who looks barely like her. I mean, kinda, but not really. But I somehow got them confused because their names are similar to their parents, and I inadvertently named them similarly. So, this is Layla Kitty. Layla Kitty has green hair. Kayla Kitty has purple hair. Kayla even has like cornrows or braids in her hair, and Layla likes to wear her hair in afros and puffs. So I'll try not to confuse them in the future. So now I got that out of the way. We'll continue from where we left off last time. So let's see. Find that page. Alright. Let's start. Let me check and make sure we're still in frame. Alright, we're good. Oh, and by the way, we have Yoongi here today to keep me company. So he'll be on the desk. This page has a bunch of things on it, obviously. We'll start over here. This is Ansel. She is my furry OC. She has 2 different color eyes. She has pink flames coming out of her ears and her tail. She is a lot, and she always has her tongue out because she's a goof. And these are different expressions of Ansel, just kind of going around. So. Under her, this is Jin, or Kim Seok-jin from BTS. It's the little portrait I did of him on a sticky note. Over here we have Jungkook. He's done in Poscas and a little Copic marker for the jacket. And then over here, I don't know if any of you kids these days remember Smosh and their food battles, but they used to do a food battle, like a series every year, where Ian and Anthony used to have different foods and they would battle it out in very, very strange and outrageous ways. And the pink frosted sprinkled donut was the famous food. I do not remember if it was Ian or Anthony who used it every year, but one of them used it every year. And it was just famous for this in the Smosh lore kind of thing. So I drew it because I was thinking of it. Reminded me of the good old days of old YouTube, you know. This is a Posca cat. I took a reference of a cat I did see with a heart pattern on its back, and I drew it and colored it with Poscas. And these are a little cat stack right here, also in Poscas. This is a little doodle of Ansel, just a tiny little doodle. That's how she looks. Random person right here, it's not very good. This was supposed to be a joke, but it's not funny. It is. Pardon me. This is a cat, and has a bag on his head. And somebody's saying over here, "Oh, there's my bag. It's on Yoongi." Because, you know, did you see my bag? And it's on you. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna stop. Okay. Next page. This I drew. I really like how I drew this. This is a Posca picture I drew of some ramen because I was really hungry and I wanted ramen. And I don't even think I got this ramen that night. I think I got instant noodle ramen from the microwave. But I was thinking of this and I wanted it. But it was too late. I couldn't get it. This was me questioning 2020 like everybody else did because it was a mess. Just like me in the sketchbook. It's all over the place. This is Ansel as a puppy. So she's got a little flame tail sparking up and a little flame. And a little tongue out, always. And then your little hamburger. Pizza. I think it was hungry. I'm always hungry. And a random squirrel on a sticky note. I just kind of put in here. Alright, this is Ansel again. Just like a full body picture of Ansel. How she looks. Her little flames. Cute. There's Ansel again in pasta. This is in Copic and Ohuhu markers. This is in pasta. And this is in Ohuhu markers. This page, this is the BT21 characters. This is the first time I drew them, so they don't look very good. I just kind of doodled them all out that day. But yeah, got all the guys here. I didn't draw Van, because I guess he's technically BT21, or they are technically BT21, I should say. But none of the members created them, so I just kind of drew the ones that the members made. This is my OC Sean Lee. He is a character who lives in like a modern day apocalyptic type of world, so they're required to wear gas masks because the air outside is bad, because the world is kind of gone bad and just like so many gases in the air and pollution, so they have to wear gas masks all over the place. And he lost his eye in a pretty bad accident, and so he has no eye. It's just kind of a void floating in there. And he wears a lot of sweaters. He likes sweaters. And he wears gloves. He has these little gloves that he started wearing because he thinks he's cool. This was him when he was a younger, I wouldn't say child, maybe tween, maybe around 12, 13 years old for his birthday. And he's like putting his hand above the the lit candle, because he thinks he's edgy, wants to touch the flame. So yeah, and he lost it. He lost his eye when he was younger. That's why he has it in this picture. Yeah. And this is a strawberry and an orange done in Poscas, and he's done in Poscas right here as well. Posca is running out, as you can tell. It's all streaky. These are some random photos of people that I don't know. I think I drew this guy from my head, and then this one's from Pinterest, and this one's from Pinterest, and this one's done in Posca pen. Over here, this is Celeste, or Cece. She's actually on the cover of my sketchbook. So this is her. Drawn again right here. She's got her little space buns. I did kind of a description of her over here. So her full name is Celeste Hart. She loves space, wears space buns in her hair a lot. She's quirky, outgoing, has tattoos, but we don't know where they are yet. You'll see later. And she's cuddly and kind. And then I drew a random cat here. And then under here, I have this here so it would smudge with this one. There's a random screen cap from a video I was watching that day from the channel It's Keisha Uncut. I'm not sure if this is a channel anymore because I can't find it. But yeah, I paused the video randomly, I took a picture, and I drew it. Next page we have 3 of my favorite Animal Crossing villagers. We have Cherry, Bones, and Kyle. So all dogs, of course, because dogs love dogs. Maybe you couldn't tell yet. Over here, this is my OC Apple. He has an actual name that you will see in the future, or if you go to my Instagram, you can see his name. But for now, his stage name and what I call him usually is Apple, and he's my idol trainee, K-pop idol trainee. So yeah, we'll learn more about Apple as we go farther into the sketchbook. And I'm so sorry about the shakiness. This table is not fixed, and so it just shakes. I'm not surprised. Next page. This is Layla, again, I'm not going to get it confused, and I even have it here so I won't get confused. This is Layla Kitty. Layla with her big afro, a green afro. So yeah. And this is a goat, because, you know, goats are cool. And I cannot for the life of me remember this girl's name. I'm going to put it in the description, but I like her band and the song. I've only heard one song, but I really like the band and the image. It's an alternative band of with 3 black girls, and she's the singer, the main singer. And I really like her hair, so I did it. I drew it and colored it with the Poscas. This page I painted. This is acrylic paint. As you can tell how shiny it is. And this is Yoongi as a cat. And I did a little rough draft over here. And then over here is the final painting of Mint Yoongi-chi. These two were the rough draft pictures of my sketchbook cover of my characters Jamar and Joe. So this is what they turned out to be, because I didn't want to draw their faces because I was tired. But that's them. This is, you guys met Sean Lee a couple pages ago. This is how he would look if he was a anthro character as a Doberman. This is how he imagines himself, the cool Doberman with his gas mask and stuff and abs. And I painted this with gouache and some glitter acrylic paint that I watered down so it would be translucent, kind of. Next page, this is my OC Shania. She's another furry, because you can't get enough of the furries in my sketchbook. She has braids. Usually she has her purple braids, and she's a dog creature or a werewolf, holding a little Koya. And yeah, she's pretty seductive in her ways. Next page, this is more OCs from different stories. This is from my werewolf kind of ABO universe. So these are 2 characters from it. This is Tawny and this is Blaze, and they are a couple. And this is just kind of like a little insert of this from the story. If you want to read that, you can pause it. Over here, these are my OCs. This guy, he doesn't have a name. I had him as a name, but I changed it, and I don't remember what it is now. But he is a wolf deer creature with a bunch of crazy colors, and he's kept this color scheme the entire time. I've drawn him for like, 7, 8 years. He's kept this color scheme. So yeah, that's him. This is Rowan Hart from my Warrior Cats story. He's an OC. And this is Sunstripe. She's also Warrior Cats OC. They're both from the same clan, Moon Clan. And yeah, he's a softie. She's okay. She's very protective over her family and very, how would I say, kind of snappy. You would say she gets what she wants, and if she doesn't, she has the claws out ready to fight, you know. Next page, this is Kim Namjoon from BTS. He's kind of like my bias, even though I'm OT7. I love all of them. He's kind of like one of my favorites. Him and Hobie are kind of like double biasing me. I love them a lot. Okay. So I drew kind of a whole page for June. Got his little eye, Koya, ballpoint sketch of him with Posca background, and random pencil doodle of Nyan Junie, like Nyan Cat, but Nyan Junie. Alright, next page. This is AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys, because I still am a big fan of the Backstreet Boys. I know I'm old. I'm dating myself here. I really like 90s music. And the Backstreet Boys was one of my favorite bands when I was a kid, and kind of still are. I listen to their music still frequently. This is a Newfoundland dog that I did with alcohol markers. It is either Ohuhu or Copic, both probably. So that's him. These are some random head and face practices over here. So just random head shapes all around. These are two more characters, or this is not really a character that's really involved. It's more of a hallucination, but this character is really there. Her name is Cheryl. She is from my ABO wolf story as well, and she hallucinates about this dark wolf here, kind of like a figment of her like remembering of her father and his abusive ways. So she has like flashbacks and hallucinations of him. So he's not really here in this picture. It's just like a ghost-y figure hallucination that she's having. Very depressing stuff. Sorry. This page, I really like this page. This kind of spread here. This right here is a strawberry cake plated that I did with Copic and Ohuhu markers on a sticky note. And I was listening to the Ariana Grande song Be Alright, because that's one of my favorite songs by her. It's really good. And this is an elephant, obviously. I did with pencils on a sticky note. My mom actually I sent her this picture because she really likes elephants, and she sent me a framed photo of it, and it's on my wall now in my art room. So that's pretty neat. This is me as a centaur, so centaur Sona. I think this was going on. And I drew myself as a Clydesdale horse because I've always really liked the Clydesdales with their furry legs and feet and stuff. So I drew myself as one with spots because I have freckles. And this is my dog, Chocolate. He's following me along as I'm being nervous and holding my hands in my hoodie. This page is a bunch of random animals that I drew at like 1 a.m. So we got a little red panda holding a boba tea. We have a bunny. No, just bunny. We have a saber-toothed lynx cat hunting a mouse. And a striped hyena with one like really big gold stripe going down its back and tail. This spread is of my OCs, Griffin and Kyleek. They are brothers, werewolf brothers. And the saga kind of goes along with Kyleek is always telling his brother not to go after girls that will shut him down, and his brother not listening to him and going after them anyway, and him getting shut down. So you can read all of their little inserts, like conversations here if you want to pause. But yeah, it's basically like Kyleek is like, don't do that, and Griffin's like, I'm gonna do that, and Kyleek is like, I told you not to do that, and Griffin's like, I'm gonna do it again, because he never learns. So yeah, that's that. This page over here is of 3 beagles that I grew up with in my childhood. We have Lou, Shiloh, and Shoeshine, all from 3 totally different movies, but they all have beagles as main characters. And so I drew them for a picture you're about to see in the next few pages. You get a little sneak peek right there. This is a earth tone cat girl OC that I drew with my markers and everything. So yeah, doesn't have a name or anything. She's just earth tone girl at this point. Open this page. this little sneaky page, and we have a bunch of sticky note doodles that I did. So we can go down, we got Lola Bunny, Saber Spark, and when he did his VeggieTales video, I drew this as I was watching that. Pardon me. A random girl from Pinterest. We have a gorilla, another random girl, like an OC, and a sophisticated cat person with glasses. This was, as I mentioned before, the beagles. I was planning to draw this picture of all the beagles coming together, and so this was the rough draft of that. And then this is the final product that I may redraw in the future because I don't really like how it turned out. I like how Shoeshine turned out, but Lou and Shiloh kind of just look boring, I think. So in the future I will draw this again. But Beagle Boys, that's what I called it. And if any of you get any reference from any of these guys, you get a virtual thumbs up and cookie from me. Next page, this is some eyeball practice because I think I was drawing the same types of eyes all the time. So I looked up different types of eyes I could draw to make my characters look different from each other. And then a random body right here. Then this is my characters, more Warrior Cat OCs, Toad Stripe and Stonetail. And they are kind of secret lovers because they're from two different clans. Toad Stripe's from Moon Clan, Stonetail is from Rain Clan. And so they meet up like every night or every couple nights under the stars in the mountains. So I drew them together, being cute and cuddly. This next page, we have a Posca. I don't know how you pronounce the cat. Is it Caracal or Cherical? The wild cat. It's a wild cat. And I drew him in a leather jacket because I thought he looked pretty cool. Gave him a little side eye too. This is a Sugar Skull inspired cat design that I drew with some Poscas again. Again, I do not remember her name. I apologize. I'm going to put it in the description of this video. But you should check out her band. I'm going to put that there as well. So, and then this is, we'll ignore that. These are some Rottweiler sketches that I was doing in preparation for the painting I did of the Rottweiler holding a dumbbell. So that finished picture is on my Instagram. If you want to look for it, you can scroll back a little bit. It's from a couple months ago. And this was the original pictures of the Sugar Skull cat that I drew from that page before. So yeah, a lot of graphite bleeding because I didn't put anything down to cover it. This is Yoongi, little meow meow. Drew him randomly. And his character, this guy, I saw some pictures of some guys that are from the 70s and it reminded me of my uncle, so I drew him right here. Thought he looked pretty swaggy. Is that what the kids say? I'm sorry, I'll leave. And I think this is the last page we're going to go over in the sketchbook tour. I'm sorry if I'm rushing this. I've already filmed this video twice and I just kind of want to get it over with so I can put it up for you guys. But this is, over here, this is some horses that I drew while watching a live stream a couple months ago. The people on the live stream were also painting, so I just painted along with them. They were doing the different paintings, but I did some horses because I had horses on mind. So, horse, and horse. And this last page we're going to go over today is more of Apple, the K-pop boy. Oop, that is my stomach growling. Apple. He's the K-pop idol trainee, and so I drew him in some different outfits and such. I think I used Yoongi as a reference for this picture. So yeah, that is part 2 of my sketchbook tour from 2020. We will continue on. I feel like there's going to be 100 parts of this because there's so many pages in this book. I'm not even joking. There's so many pages. It took me a year to finish this, so you know there's a lot in here. But yeah, we're gonna finish it off with that page. Hope you enjoyed my little sketchbook tour, and me and Yoongi say bye-bye.